Most men think respect comes from being impressive, speaking louder, working longer hours, showing everyone how capable they are. But inside professional environments, something very different happens. The men who command the most respect are often the least reactive people in the room. They don't rush to prove themselves. They don't fight for attention. They don't dominate every conversation. And yet somehow, when they speak, people listen. When they enter a meeting, the atmosphere shifts. When pressure rises, everyone watches their reaction. Because calmness has a psychological effect that most people underestimate. In workplace psychology, calm behavior is often interpreted as strength, not weakness, not passiveness, strength. And the men who understand this quietly gain authority long before they ever receive a promotion. Most people don't realize how much of workplace respect is earned before a single word is spoken. The human brain constantly evaluates people. Are they confident? Are they trustworthy? Are they competent? Are they emotionally stable? This process happens automatically, within seconds. Before resumes matter, before credentials matter, before achievements matter. And this is where many talented professionals unknowingly sabotage themselves. They believe competence alone creates respect, but competence only becomes visible after people are willing to recognize it. Social perception always comes first. People don't experience your intentions. They experience your presence. They experience your energy. They experience your behavior under pressure. That's what shapes your professional image. Imagine two men entering the same executive meeting. Both have identical qualifications. Both have similar experience. Both understand the project. One enters nervously. His movements are rushed. He speaks too quickly. He interrupts people unintentionally. He constantly tries to justify his opinions. The second man enters quietly. His posture is relaxed. His movements are controlled. He listens carefully. When he speaks, he does not rush. Who appears more authoritative? Most people answer immediately. The second man. And that's fascinating, because authority was assigned before either man demonstrated actual competence. This is how workplace psychology works. People often use emotional signals to estimate professional value. Calmness becomes a signal, a shortcut, a psychological indicator. It communicates something powerful. I can handle pressure. And in professional environments, pressure is everything. Every organization faces uncertainty, deadlines, conflicts, budget concerns, competition, leadership challenges. The people who remain emotionally stable during uncertainty become valuable, not because they know everything, but because they help everyone else stay grounded. And this is where many men misunderstand confidence. Confidence is not excitement. Confidence is not aggression. Confidence is not dominance. Real confidence often looks remarkably calm. The strongest professionals rarely feel a need to constantly advertise their capability, because they already trust it. Insecure people seek validation. Confident people seek results. There is a huge difference, and everyone around them can feel it. Think about the managers, executives, or leaders you've respected most throughout your career. Chances are they weren't the loudest people. They weren't always the most charismatic. They weren't constantly demanding attention. Instead, they projected certainty, consistency, control. Their emotional state didn't change dramatically every time circumstances became difficult. And that's exactly what people trust. Predictability creates safety. Safety creates trust. Trust creates authority. Authority creates influence. This sequence happens every day inside offices around the world, without anyone consciously realizing it. And this is where many ambitious men make a costly mistake. They assume respect comes from proving intelligence, so they constantly try to showcase knowledge, correct mistakes, win arguments, demonstrate expertise. But executives often see this very differently. Trying too hard usually signals insecurity. People with genuine authority don't need to remind everyone they're important. Their behavior already communicates it. A calm professional doesn't feel threatened by disagreement. He doesn't panic when challenged. He doesn't become defensive when questioned. He remains composed. And composure is one of the strongest status signals in any workplace, because emotional control is difficult. Anyone can remain calm when things are easy. The real test happens under pressure. When deadlines collapse, when clients complain, when executives ask uncomfortable questions, when mistakes become visible. That's when professional presence reveals itself, and everyone notices. There's a reason crisis leaders are admired. During chaos, most people become emotionally reactive. Heart rate increases, thinking narrows, stress spreads throughout teams. But calm individuals create the opposite effect. Their emotional stability becomes contagious. People unconsciously mirror their behavior. This psychological phenomenon appears repeatedly in leadership research. Groups naturally look towards stable individuals during uncertainty. Not necessarily the smartest, not necessarily the most experienced, the most stable. And stability often becomes leadership. A young analyst once joined a large corporate team, technically brilliant, highly educated, extremely ambitious. He believed every meeting was an opportunity to prove himself. So he spoke constantly, corrected colleagues, inserted opinions into every discussion. At first, he thought he was building visibility, but something unexpected happened. Senior leaders rarely sought his input. Meanwhile, another analyst received increasing responsibility. This second analyst wasn't louder. He wasn't more experienced. He simply remained composed. He listened carefully. He asked thoughtful questions. When problems emerged, he focused on solutions instead of emotions. Over time, executives began trusting him with larger projects, not because he demanded authority, because he demonstrated it, quietly. This is one of the most important lessons many professionals learn too late. Respect cannot be forced. Respect is observed. People watch how you behave. They watch how you respond to setbacks. They watch how you treat difficult coworkers. They watch how you handle criticism. Every reaction contributes to your professional image. Every response influences social perception. And over time, these observations form a reputation. A reputation that either attracts opportunities or pushes them away. The interesting part is that calmness isn't about suppressing emotion. It's about mastering emotion. There is a difference. Suppressing emotions creates tension. Mastering emotions creates control. Calm men still experience frustration. They still experience stress. They still experience disappointment. But they choose their response deliberately, instead of reacting immediately. This creates another powerful advantage: clear thinking. When emotions dominate decision-making, judgment suffers. People make impulsive choices, say things they regret, create conflicts that didn't need to exist. But calm professionals preserve mental clarity. They create space between emotion and action. And inside that space, better decisions emerge. This is one reason executive presence feels so different from ordinary confidence. Executive presence isn't built through volume. It's built through control. Control of behavior, control of communication, control of emotions, control of attention. When people feel this level of discipline, they naturally assign greater credibility. Because discipline suggests competence, and competence inspires trust. Another overlooked aspect of calmness is that it communicates abundance. Anxious professionals often act as if every interaction determines their future. Every meeting feels like a test. Every disagreement feels like a threat. Every setback feels catastrophic. Calm professionals operate differently. They understand that one conversation doesn't define their career. One mistake doesn't destroy their future. One challenge doesn't diminish their value. This mindset creates emotional freedom, and emotional freedom creates confidence. People can feel the difference immediately. One energy seeks approval. The other projects self-respect. And self-respect often attracts workplace respect. The higher someone rises professionally, the more this becomes true. Senior leaders aren't judged solely by technical skills. They're judged by how they affect the people around them. Do they create confidence? Do they create stability? Do they create trust? Do they create clarity? Calmness contributes to all four. This is why simplicity often appears powerful. A calm voice, a measured response, a thoughtful pause, a composed reaction. These behaviors may seem small, but they communicate enormous psychological strength, especially in environments where everyone else is rushing, competing, reacting, and trying to prove themselves. The man who remains grounded instantly becomes different, and different often becomes memorable. The truth is that calm men command more respect because calmness signals something deeper than confidence. It signals self-mastery. And self-mastery is one of the rarest qualities in modern professional life. Anyone can appear confident when everything is going well. Few can remain composed when pressure arrives. Anyone can project strength when circumstances are favorable. Few can maintain dignity when challenged. But those who can develop a professional presence that people naturally trust. A presence that doesn't rely on titles. A presence that doesn't depend on approval. A presence that quietly communicates authority. Your appearance will never replace competence. Your confidence will never replace skill. But the way you manage your emotions determines how quickly others recognize both. Because people trust what they can see. And calmness is visible. It shapes social perception. It strengthens professional image. It reinforces professionalism. And over time, it becomes part of your identity. The goal is not to become emotionless. The goal is to become emotionally disciplined. To become the man who stays steady when others become reactive. The man who thinks clearly when others become overwhelmed. The man who creates confidence instead of consuming it. Because in professional environments, respect is rarely given to the loudest person in the room. More often, it belongs to the calmest. If you want to build stronger executive presence, develop greater confidence, and become the kind of professional people naturally trust and respect. Subscribe for more content on workplace psychology, professional image, workplace behavior, and modern masculine professionalism.